lawyer talk, because that lawyer, I don't trust that lawyer because I went to court with him. So to me, everything that guy says is, allegedly a lie.
The drama surrounding Jay-Z and Diddy's legal battles has taken a turn for the worse as Jay-Z's legal representation is increasingly under fire. At the heart of the controversy is Alex Spio, Jay-Z's lawyer, whose aggressive tactics and questionable statements have drawn the ire of both the public and the court. The latest chapter in this saga is the ongoing Jane Doe lawsuit, in which an unnamed woman has accused both Jay-Z and Diddy of serious wrongdoing, claiming she was victimized when she was just 13 years old. The case, which has raised eyebrows for its sensitive nature, has brought forth several accusations, allegations, and legal moves that have intensified the already volatile situation. From the outset, Jay-Z's legal team has fought tooth and nail to have the case dismissed. Their strategy has focused on attempting to force the woman to reveal her identity, which Jay-Z's attorneys argue could weaken the case. However, the judge presiding over the case delivered a major blow to Jay-Z's team this morning, ruling that the accuser, known only as Jane Doe, would not be required to disclose her identity, at least not at this stage. The ruling was a significant victory for the accuser, who has been granted anonymity in the face of what the court deemed to be serious risks to her mental and physical well-being. This decision has provided a sense of relief to Jane Doe, but it has also sparked further tensions between the legal teams. The situation took an even more contentious turn when the judge delivered some scathing remarks aimed directly at Jay-Z's attorney, Alex Spio. In a sharply worded ruling, the judge called out Spio for filing what she described as a litany of letters and motions that not only sought to dismiss the case prematurely, but also contained personal attacks aimed at the plaintiff's lawyer, Tony Buzbee. According to the judge, these filings were not only inflammatory, but also an inappropriate use of judicial resources. She further criticized Spio for his combative and inflammatory language, accusing him of wasting the court's time and engaging in a tactic unlikely to benefit his client. In essence, the judge made it clear that the legal strategy employed by Jay-Z's attorney was not only ineffective but damaging to their cause. It's safe to say that Spio's aggressive approach has not been well received by the public, and the allegations against him are mounting. Fans and observers of the case have begun to question whether Spio is truly working in Jay-Z's best interest or if his handling of the case is making matters worse. His statements, both in court and in public, have raised red flags, particularly his recent claim that Jay-Z and Diddy were never truly friends. This assertion, which many find baffling given the close relationship between the two music moguls, has only added fuel to the fire. Diddy himself has spoken publicly about the bond he shares with Jay-Z, even referring to him as extended family and describing how Jay-Z has always been there for him during difficult times. The suggestion that their relationship was purely professional has been met with widespread skepticism, with fans quickly pointing to years of receipts, interviews, and personal anecdotes that demonstrate the depth of their friendship. The fallout from Spio's comments has been swift and significant. Fans, who had already been critical of Jay-Z's legal tactics, are now questioning whether the lawyer's statements are deliberately trying to paint Jay-Z in a negative light. The claim that Jay-Z and Diddy were not friends is simply out of step with the public narrative, and fans have been quick to point out the glaring contradictions in Spio's words. Diddy has repeatedly called Jay-Z his brother, his strategist, and his closest confidant, and Jay-Z has never publicly denied these claims. In fact, there are numerous videos and interviews where both men have spoken about their deep connection. Diddy has even gone so far as to say that Jay-Z is the first person he calls when he's in trouble, a sentiment that only adds weight to the argument that their relationship is far more than professional. On top of the public backlash, the legal strategy employed by Alex Spio has also raised serious questions. It seems that every time Jay-Z appears to gain some ground in the case, Spio makes a move that pulls him 2 steps back. Recently, it appeared that Jay-Z might get the case dismissed on a technicality, but just as things seem to be going in his favor, the judge's ruling in favor of Jane Doe sent the legal team back to the drawing board. Despite the legal setback, Spio's controversial moves continued, and the public was quick to question whether they were doing more harm than good for Jay-Z's case. One of the most critical aspects of the Jane Doe lawsuit has been the anonymity of the accuser. Jay-Z's team had hoped that revealing her identity would give them a stronger case to challenge the allegations, but the judge's decision to protect her anonymity for now has significantly hindered their strategy. This ruling is a major win for Jane Doe, who has expressed fears about the potential damage that could be caused by revealing her identity. The court's decision not only supports her privacy, but also sends a clear message that the legal system is taking her well-being into consideration. In addition to the judge's criticism of Spia's legal tactics, there is also growing public concern about his handling of the case. Some fans and observers have begun to question whether his actions are truly in Jay-Z's best interest. After all, this is not the first time that Spia's legal maneuvering has raised eyebrows. The aggressive language used in his filings, along with his attempts to discredit the accuser's lawyer, has only served to further alienate public opinion. As one might expect, this has led many to wonder whether Jay-Z would be better off taking a more measured approach to the case, rather than relying on a lawyer who seems more interested in personal attacks than in winning the case. Meanwhile, Dame Dash, Jay-Z's former business partner, has once again entered the fray, offering his own perspective on the legal battle and calling out Spia's tactics. Dash, who has been outspoken in his criticism of Jay-Z's decisions in the past, recently weighed in on the ongoing lawsuit, claiming that Spia's actions are damaging Jay-Z's reputation and putting him in the line of fire in a way that hasn't happened in years. According to Dash, Jay-Z's silence on the matter is only making things worse, and he believes that the rapper should take a more active role in defending himself, rather than allowing his lawyer to speak for him. Dame has gone so far as to say that if he were in Jay-Z's position, he would never allow Spio to speak on his behalf, especially after the lawyer's comments about the relationship between Jay-Z and Diddy. Dash's personal experience with Alex Spio has clearly influenced his view of the lawyer's actions. Having gone to court with Spio in the past, Dash has developed a deep mistrust of the attorney, and he has not been shy about expressing his feelings. In his latest comments, Dash referred to Spio as a liar and suggested that everything the lawyer has done in relation to the Jane Doe lawsuit has only served to further damage Jay-Z's reputation. According to Dash, Spio's aggressive and combative approach has made the situation even more complicated for Jay-Z, and he believes that the liar's actions are only serving to keep the case in the public eye for all the wrong reasons. While Dame's comments have garnered a great deal of attention, fans are divided in their reaction. Some believe that Dame is simply bitter about his past fallout with Jay-Z and is using this opportunity to air old grievances. Others, however, agree with Dash's assessment of the situation and believe that Spio's legal strategy is indeed doing more harm than good. Regardless of which side one takes, there's no denying that the current legal battle between Jay-Z and Jane Doe has become a public spectacle, and it's one that continues to raise questions about the integrity of Jay-Z's legal team and the effectiveness of their tactics. As the lawsuit continues to unfold, it's clear that there's a lot more to this story than meets the eye. With Dame Dash's vocal criticism, the judge's harsh ruling against Jay-Z's lawyer, and the growing public scrutiny of Alex Spio's tactics, it seems that Jay-Z's legal team has some serious work to do if they hope to regain control of the narrative. Whether or not they can salvage the situation remains to be seen, but one thing is for sure: this legal battle is far from over, and the stakes have never been higher. Fans, media outlets, and legal experts alike will be watching closely to see how Jay-Z responds to the mounting pressure and what the next chapter of this saga will bring.